heart attack. Fast, fatal, heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, quite a number of things have happened. We had Deku. Deku, he currently had to retire one of his quirks, and he also made a request. He understands they want him to take on more powers, more abilities, but right now, he only wants one more power. If they are going to be giving him one to replace the quirk he just retired from his arsenal. Now, the quirk Deku was using, it was drawing too much attention. It's violent, and it leaves behind evidence of Deku being there. Basically, saliva. Now, Deku, yeah, he may not have used it very much this mission, but the fact that Deku, he would leave behind evidence that could be picked up on and connected to other cases, it was a bad thing. And right now the Hero Committee, they're taking Deku's request in, well, consideration. Many things are happening right now. Deku is a loyal dog to them. That's it. He does what he needs to, and he does bite who he's told to. He puts down who he's told to. And unknowingly to them, they're giving Deku exactly what he does need. More and more abilities. More and more to pull from. More to plan an escape. It's ironic too. All Deku had to do was follow the rules they gave him. And that was it. Now, Deku currently, he is trying to figure out what to do. He's trying to understand this new quirk he gained. And at the same time, the Hero Committee, they are trying to pick a prisoner from Tartarus prison to give Deku their quirk. Now, right now it's kind of all up in the air. At first the idea was if they're going to be giving him one quirk, then they should try and prioritize which one should be the first. Because Deku, he is strong. And having a ability that does work from far away, that's the only thing missing from his arsenal. But he's built enough trust right now. He's loyal to them. And even Deku himself questions his own actions. That's the thing that he doesn't understand. Sometimes he's making the plan, he doesn't really understand why he's doing it. He does what he needs to be a hero. Keep the heroes in line. In fact, he's, in a way, the monitor. And that's the thing that Deku, he's confused by. He knows his place in society right now. But at the same time, he doesn't want to play that role, and he doesn't want to hurt people. But he does want to take up this action against the heroes. The ones who, they abuse that duty they've been given. And he even has the same thought process for villains. Put them down. Keep them down. Take them down. That's it. Now, right now Deku, he does currently sit in a room. And he's being told about what's happening. Right now Deku, his request for a quirk, it's been approved. However, they're not giving him one ability. And Deku, he's confused. The person, they do try to explain. Right now the abilities that they're going to be giving Deku, they're ones that people, they had to vote on. They were abilities that the chairman and the following members, they prioritized the most. So Deku, yeah. He does need to take on the abilities and then learn more about them. One of them actually is very useful. However, they're not really too sure if he'll like it. Since, well, you know, he's already got an ability similar. Now, Deku is kind of confused. And the person does explain. The committee, they want to give him something that can help improve his skills. Improve his own eyesight and accuracy. And they want to do that by giving him something that would be basically a marksman quirk. Now, They could just hear the following phrase, marksman quirk. And right now Deku just goes on voice. They're giving him that one? Young man, you should be happy to be getting any quirk at all. You're giving me two. Again, young man, this is not up to my decision. This was theirs. Now, the next ability, it's quite simple. It pairs well with your following quirk. The ability, it's, well, hard to say really. But the person going to slide over a file. And Deku does look down and read the following paper. This quirk belongs to a villain. And, Now, Deku does stare. And right now he does go on to look up and ask the person, is this really what he's being given? Exactly. But it's strange. But whenever we do compare it to your abilities, they do seem to somewhat match. Now, Deku, he does read the words. Elemental or, well, rock control. I mean, that does sound good, but with a marksman ability? Now, Deku just flip through a few things. And right now he does see how the villain, he actually may have used his ability. I mean, the quirk is basically control over rocks. And from what he does see, all of this, okay, but that's not good, but, paired with marksmanship. Deku trying to think. They're trying to give him an ability similar to Lady Nagant's, but why not just give her quirk? Now, the agency, there's a simple reason for that. Deku, if he had her powers, he'd be invisible. He'd be able to fly. He could be anywhere and nowhere at the same time. You couldn't find him or track him. And, if he wanted to, he could blow your head off from over 2 miles away and you wouldn't even know what the hell was going on at the time. Nobody would. I mean, it's just that. He's dangerous. But right now, what they're doing is quite simple. The ability, it's one they picked because it was the lesser of another ability. And they know that Deku, he'll make the ability his own in time, and maybe one day they'll just see about getting the other ability to him. Now, Deku, he actually is intrigued. And right now he does take the quirks and head out. As the men are disposed of, and Deku, he's given a mission. The committee, they send out Deku and another agent. Right now this is going to be a little bit more in the public's eye. So they want to make it look good. And they want this to be a bit more undercover. Now, Deku, he is surprised. And right after him and the female Shinso are given their uniforms for the mission, they do head out. And right now Deku, he does look towards her, as he himself does look down at his own hands and at his own body. Him actually not going to pull down the long sleeve shirt that he does have. Him commenting on how he feels like he's dressed like a butler. Really? Look at me. What am I even supposed to be wearing? I don't know. I believe it's a tuxedo. Or it's the same thing as mine, I guess. So are we supposed to be waitstaff? I think so. That would be the best option for us to approach the target. You're right about that, actually. But then again, do we know who the target is? Apparently they're a corrupt hero. The event is supposed to be a charity thing, but they believe that he's going to try and embezzle money. That's pretty scummy, right? Then again, it's a hero party, so if people are attacked and the event is seen as a good way to get ransom from it, we might be able to expect villains. Do you think there's a chance villains might get involved? I'm saying it's a possibility. And we can't see it as being out of the question. A large gathering of heroes who try to relax on their guard down. I mean, a well-placed explosive could take out a number of heroes, and we're just talking about one bomb. I see your point. It could be used to make a statement. So, are we supposed to take out the hero, or are we supposed to allow this attack to happen? The mission briefing is unclear. Deku pointed out. And right now, Deku doesn't want to go over it again. The mission's quite simple. The hero in charge, he does have somebody close to him in the agency. And the event is being held for a good cause. And that's the thing that Deku, he does like. The hero in question, they're doing good. They're using their status as a hero and their fame to try to help people. Deku is slightly smiling at that. And right now, Shinso does Godoki stare at Deku. Before Deku, his mouth does go back into somewhat of a frown. Deku, that's the first time he smiled in a minute. And right now, Deku, he is going to continue to read. The, guy who's the sidekick of the hero is the one embezzling, and who might have money stolen. Apparently, there have been some sketchy things before. So, that's gonna be a bit strange. Now, Deku, he does try to at least look at the picture. And he does look at the quirk that is written here. Interesting. What is it? His quirk. It could be useful to us. You think so? Now, the man is going to tell Deku, as he does have his earpiece, that right now their priority isn't getting that quirk. Their priority is taking down the target. If he gets the quirk in the progress, then that is good. However, this is what they need to do. Make it look like there was an accident. Make it look like something bad may have happened. Or, make it look set up. That's why these two have been sent here. Make a plan and attack. Now, that does want to nerve Deku to hear it. I mean, the event might already be attacked, but then there's what he just heard. Now, Deku, he does understand. And right now, Deku, him and Shinso, they do make their plan. As after they are dropped off, they are allowed to slip into the back, where they are actually able to be seen by many people. And many people, they don't pay attention. Right now, they just see somebody who's carrying a plate of drinks. And everybody, they're having a good time laughing and talking, and they don't even really pay it any mind. And there actually is Deku where he's sitting down and trying to think about what to do. Somebody walking up to him and going to somewhat bend down and grab on his shoulder. Aren't you a little too young to be waitering this event? Deku looking to the person. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry, I've lost my focus. Just nerves is all. It's alright, young man. But, again, that didn't answer my question. What are you doing here? Now, Deku's face just won't go back to stern. Looks like that excuse won't work. Go back to the event. Forget you saw me. The person being brainwashed. Before Goodness won't walk away. And Deku does get a Doki comment. They need to stay on their feet. He sat down for a minute to try and find the target, but he couldn't. Now, Deku, he does not stand there. And right now after Shinso, she actually does try to find the target. She does eventually do so. And the event, it seemed to be going good. But the man decided that maybe slipping out of the back was the best option for right now. He had the idea to simply just take a check and put it somewhere safe at the moment. And Deku, whenever he did hear about that, he was a bit annoyed. And right now Shinso, she actually is standing there, staring at the target. And she actually does think. Her stepping forwards and telling the man to stop. The man turning and staring directly at her. As he does stare at her and not say a word. Him staring at her and thinking. What are you doing back here? I'm doing my job. Sir, aren't you one of the hosts of this event? I am, yes. Why exactly would you be here? The man bring a hand behind his back. I'm sorry, sir. I thought I saw suspicious activity. I believed I should have seen what was going on. Well, you're doing your due diligence. I can respect that. I'm sorry, though, I may have just gotten lost. I've been trying to look for the bathroom, but I myself have had a few drinks. The man clearly lying. And Shinzo, she actually just stared directly at him. She knows that he's lying. And right now, Deku, he does come directly walking around a corner and bring his hand up. Him grabbing onto Shinzo's arm, telling her that right now they're still busy. And right now they need to get back to serving the guests drinks. And Shinzo does go to directly turn to Deku and nod. Her going to start turn and walk away. As Deku, he was given time, and that was the best option. He'll deal with this now. The man staring directly at Deku. Him informing the young man that if he could point him in the direction of the bathroom, that'd be much appreciated. And Deku, yeah. He does brainwash the man right then and there, telling him, sure. Now, Deku and the man are able to go away in private. And right now Deku, he currently is at the top of the building. This can seem very easy. Let me what Deku just think. Him staring as the man, he currently just stand there looking down at the edge. He's, well, scared. And Deku does see the man stand at the edge of the building, looking down. All Deku has to do is tell the man to jump. That's the one simple word he has to whisper. Say. But he doesn't know if he can do it. And right now Deku, he actually does go try and open his mouth to say the words. But it doesn't seem to come. It doesn't seem to be there in his throat. And right now Deku, he actually just going to step forwards. Him bringing his hands up and onto the man. As over the man he's pulled backwards, there actually is Deku. Maybe right now that's not the best option. Now, the man actually is snapped out of the brainwashing, as Deku grabbed him and began to start absorbing his power. The man shouting at Deku as he started to activate his quirk, finding that Deku, he's more physically stronger than him. And right now Deku does go to double in size and take out the man physically. Deku, he would do what needs to be done. And in the process, he actually is able to take this man's quirk and slip away. However, at the moment, his outfit, it did sustain some damage. So it looks like the backups will have to be used. Deku informing Shinso as to what to do. And right now, Shinso does understand. Her going to slip away and get changed. And so does Deku. And the two, they actually slip into the event, and they actually are not seen as suspicious at all. Shinso, she's dressed in a nice outfit, and so is Deku. And right now at the event, people are focusing on drinks, people are focusing on the music, and some are even focusing on just dancing. I mean, it's nice. And right now Deku, he does hold this facade. Him and Shinso do participate. They have to look natural in this. However, Deku and her, they actually are having a bit of fun. And Deku does see it. She's clearly having fun. And right now the two, they're being told on their earpieces what to do. Blend in for a little bit of time, and then come back. That's what they do need. If people start asking questions about that man, stay longer. 10, maybe 20 minutes. Deku, he took care of what happened. And the body, it's in a place where only they can find it, at the current moment. That's what they believe. Now, a lot of people, they do start to ask a few questions. Especially over the Hero Association member, they do try to come up and start talking about a few things, and they do try to somewhat request for their friend to come on stage. And they don't show back up. Now, this is kind of confusing. And the man he actually does to call his friend and get an explanation. However, nothing does happen. And Deku and Shinso, they do stop dancing. The two currently walking over to a table and sitting down. As Deku, he actually does sit there thinking about what he just did earlier. Why couldn't he just give that order? Why couldn't he just say it? I mean, it would have just been simple. A whisper would have worked, but he couldn't. I mean, killing a guy like that, he just making it look that way looks bad on a hero, right? And it would tarnish the image of it. That's that's what he's thinking. That's why he's justifying what he did. Snapping that guy's neck, taking him out. I mean, yeah, okay. Now, Shinzo doesn't see Deku. He's kind of panicking a little bit. And right now, Deku, he actually just feel a hand directly onto his own. Her actually asking him if he's calm. Hmm? I'm fine. No, you're not. You're shaking. You are too. I know. Nerves. And you? I I almost did something I almost did something that would have been bad. His body won't be found for hours, if we're lucky. But assuming that guy, he's still hidden, if people don't go up there, we'll be okay. Now, Shinzo, she actually has listened to Deku. And right now the two, whenever people do start to leave there that night, they do slip away. And they aren't seen. And right now the Hero Association, they're trying to find their missing pro. However, the committee, they do quickly swoop in and take the pro's body. And a cover story is set up. Now, Deku and Shinso, the two, they at least had fun. I mean, the mission was a bit more complicated than they expected. It's not just simply go in there and massacre. This was actually a public event. They were around people. They were, in a way, free. But the cage was just larger. Now, that's what Deku just think about. As currently he does stare down at his hand and think about this ability. 3 new quirks. 3 new quirks. He's a marksman, and then there's this ability. He is curious about it. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.